Sounding exquisite.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, trying to chat a 10. Big boy trying to chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said to tap him in.
Touchdown!
Double cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catching touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in the Zod cloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down. I'm making hits now with a smooth style.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Riley Puddin Peters coming to you live with the Dr. Preston Rowe. This is the Trash Talk Tailgate, and we are here on Friday, 7:30 p.m. to do some predicting. We've got a mid as fuck slate of games in both college and the NFL. This is one of those weeks, but there's some good ones in there for sure. But you know, just go down the list. Dr. Preston, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. It's October.
It is, dude.
It's already October, man. That's fucking crazy.
Hey, it's getting just the way Mike McDaniel wants it. It's October. It's getting colder. But I mean, there's no way to start it better than starting it. We look at some of the college football games from this week. Tonight, West Virginia plays BYU. It's a very interesting game. But
undefeated BYU, right?
Undefeated BYU
in the country.
I mean, that's what you get when you when you do a lot of cupcake stomping in the lower end. You can be undefeated.
Yeah.
But
all right.
I think one of the big games, which cut straight to the bullshit. Vanderbilt versus Alabama. Oh my God. Everyone's excited. Everyone's excited. Alabama is looking for revenge. Last year, Vanderbilt made them look dumb, man. Made them look like fools in their own shit. Honestly, like Diego Pavia had a legacy-creating game against Alabama last year. He became a household name in the back end of that game, and Vanderbilt rode that momentum through the rest of that season and into this season, and they're sitting at 5-0, 1-0 in the SEC, the number 16 team in the nation. Alabama, they're 3-1. Obviously, their only loss is the Florida State, which by week looks less and less of a bad loss and more of like, damn, okay, you lost to them. But it's a matchup that you would almost think it would be insane to say that the undefeated team is Vanderbilt.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. This is obviously a revenge game. It's the same scenario that happened last year. Alabama comes off a huge win against Kirby Smart in Georgia, and then they have the quote-unquote letdown game where they lose to Vanderbilt in Nashville. And honestly, man, they're coming off the huge win against Georgia on the road this time. But this is the revenge game. You've got to get up for this. Like, this is the Kalen DeBoer, I think, conundrum for Alabama fans. He gets his team so ready to play these massive, massive games. He's 7-0 now against Steve Sarkisian, Kirby Smart, and Dan Lanning, 3 of the best coaches in football. And but he lost to a bad Oklahoma team last year. He dropped this game against Vanderbilt last year. It is, can you get up for the games that you're supposed to just win? Can you get up for those games, or are you going to lose those games sometimes? And I'm a little worried about Alabama in this game because their run defense is not good, especially against quarterback runs. We saw what Tommy Castellanos did against Alabama in week 1, and he tore them up on the ground. And Alabama's run defense still has not really gotten better. They gave up runs to Georgia of, hang on, I have it here.
It's like 29, 21.
Yeah, it was like 29, 24, 24. There was a 40-yarder in there.
Yeah.
They were ripping off long runs against Alabama, and it's just Diego Pavia, man. He's not an NFL quarterback.
No.
But he is like the prototype for what NIL is for. NIL is for these really good college quarterbacks that mean so much to one particular team and one program.
Yeah, no,
You
for
could
sure.
you could argue he's the best quarterback in Vanderbilt history.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean there's a reason why he keeps on trying to petition the NCAA to extend his eligibility.
Yeah.
You know,
He knows his limits.
Yeah, no, and he's making a lot of money in college. He is invaluable to this Vanderbilt offense, and they're humming, man. They're a much better offense. Eli Stowers is one of the best tight ends in football, like in all the country. And they throw him the ball. He's big. He's a huge target for Diego Pavia, and they average almost 500 yards a game, which is 14th in the country. And they average 223 yards rushing a game. That's 18th in the country. It's just, and they average the ball. Their average time of possession is 32 minutes and 38 seconds a game. So
that's crazy.
They're going to play keep away. And honestly, it wasn't big plays that killed Alabama in the running game last year. It was like a 3rd and 6, and Diego Pavia would get 7 yards.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh, fuck, man. We almost had them off the field. We just can't quite get them off the field because Diego Pavia is so good. And he's so good at just extending drives and making plays. But here's the thing. Alabama secondary, we've said it all offseason, and it's really been true. They have one of the best secondaries in the country. And can you force Vanderbilt to get into 3rd and long situations where Diego Pavia might not always be able to convert with his playmaking and with his legs? And can you force them to throw the ball consistently to beat you? Because if you can do that, I think Alabama has a great chance to win.
The key is containing Pavia. If you can do that, then you will beat that team probably handedly. But that's such a challenge because the hardest thing to stop in football is the quarterback run, dude.
Is a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, talented running quarterback is so impossible to stop, dude. You stretch your defense to the absolute limits to stop, all the other stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
To stop normal pass game, to stop normal running back run game. You stretch your defense to the absolute limit because, you're expecting that it's technically going to be like 10 on 11. The quarterback's always going to be in one way or another kind of rolled out. But when it's the quarterback that becomes the runner, when the quarterback that's going to keep the ball in their hands, it's going to try to make the plays like that, it just puts you in an automatic mismatch somewhere on the field.
It becomes we call it this in coaching. It becomes an 11-man run game.
Yep.
Because you have to account for literally everybody on the field.
Yep.
And if you do take a guy who is dedicated to the quarterback scramble or the quarterback spy, that leaves potentially a wide receiver open. It's just
sneaky.
It's hard. It's very hard to scheme against.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to be real.
Yeah,
but it just is. I mean, there's only so many guys on the field, man. So many guys on the field.
You can only have 11.
But yeah, I guess let's make our predictions. We're here for this. We've talked about it. Let's put our name on it. And honestly, it's a hard pick, man. It being in Alabama,
is hard.
It being in Alabama is big.
Yeah.
Man.
But Vandy's gonna score. Like I don't trust Alabama's defense to consistently stop them in the run game. I think Vandy's gonna score.
Honestly, I'm gonna take Vandy. I think Vandy's on a generational run. You get 1 year. Like it always is 1 year. Like that's what it is. And I think this team is, after the success they had last year, especially the unexpected success. I think I'm gonna take Vandy, man. That's a hot team, dude. It's a very hot team. They haven't played a lot of challenges, and Alabama's one hell of one. But obviously, they've proven that they could do it. And this Alabama team isn't much different than the one they beat last year.
If you can't get up for this revenge game, if you're Alabama, I don't know what games you could realistically get up for other than Georgia.
Yeah,
like
real talk.
I understand getting it for Georgia, but Diego Pavia has stayed talking shit about you.
Yeah, I mean,
He's going to do it again.
Yeah,
everyone knows what I'm going to do, and you can't fucking stop it. There's nothing more demoralizing in football than everyone in the stadium, everyone sitting at home knows what you're going to do, and you still can't stop it. But I do think Alabama will be able to get some stops, even if they just force a field goal. Like, I think field goals might be the difference in this game, because Vanderbilt, Riley, they score on 96% of their red zone trips. That's 15th in the entire country. They're gonna score.
They score
with that run game with Diego Pavia. I just think that Alabama can get a few crucial stops, and I think they're gonna get this win at home. Although I do think it's gonna be a great game. Anyone who thinks it's gonna be a blowout, I think, is very, very mistaken. These are two really good teams. Vanderbilt's better than they were last year.
Yeah, no, and like I said, Alabama isn't much different.
No.
And so I don't know. I feel like it leads to it's going to be all on Kalen DeBoer. Can he get his boys focused in and put them in a good position to win this, man?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, stamping Vandy. Now it's time to hit the other absolute banger. Let's just hit the two best games. Why not?
Yep.
Miami versus Florida State. Oh, this is a big one, dude.
It's in Tallahassee.
In Tallahassee, the unexpected Florida State Seminoles.
It being in Tallahassee, I think, is going to be a huge factor because it is a tough place to play.
Oh yeah, one of the toughest.
It is one of the toughest, especially when they're having a really good year. Obviously, you just went on the road and suffered, a devastating double overtime loss to UVA.
Wahoo!
But you could argue that they were looking ahead. They were looking ahead to Miami.
Dude, that's the exact kind of game you get beat on, dude.
Yeah.
The mid-level opponent right before the best. That's the exact game you lose on. But
classic crap game.
I'm gonna go with Florida State. I'll pop this one off quick. I've been thinking about this one a lot.
Okay.
I feel like the energy around Florida State is gonna carry them through this. As much as I love UVA and I want to stamp my back behind them playing, like that game last week was more of a fluke than it is a rule, that's more of an exception than it is a rule. And I think Florida State, you're getting smacked like a team like Virginia last week. You have someone like Miami who's looked almost too good.
Yeah.
Like there's a point. If Miami comes out and wins this game and it's as clean as it has been for them most of the season, then I got to put some spec on their name. But as of right now, it just looks too clean. And I fear in the ruckus, loud, the crowd's going to be yelling, that kind of environment. That's dude, the chop, dude, all the energy, all of that. It's gonna be big for Florida State, and they need to win this game for themselves more than any kind of schedule. I'm gonna go with Florida State, dude. I think the Seminoles do it, and I hate
this could be a potential ACC championship game rematch
for sure.
We could definitely see that. Miami, I've said it all year, man. I think they've proved it. We said maybe all offseason they might have this, but I think they've proven it throughout the year that they definitely do. They've got the best lines of scrimmage in all of football. Their offensive and defensive lines are just straight up fucking bubs.
Yeah.
And Florida State, they don't have that kind of personnel, I don't think, to keep up with them. I think the key to Florida State is they're going to have to go tempo.
Yep.
I think they're going to have to go tempo with Tommy Castellanos, get the quarterback run game involved. Miami, they haven't really played a mobile quarterback of this caliber yet. So and then Florida State, this Gus Malzahn offense, it forces you to be disciplined. We saw that against Alabama. They were not disciplined.
Yeah,
They
for sure.
were not disciplined.
They were not.
And so I think Florida State you just got to go as fast as you possibly can. Keep this Miami defense on its heels, because if you just play a straight up drop back game, if Miami could stop you on first and second down and just get after the pass rusher on third down, Florida State doesn't have a shot.
Yeah, Florida State would be stupid to go straight back, like straight drop back football. That'd be stupid of them. The talent of Tommy Castellanos.
But that is going to be what Miami wants to turn this game into.
For sure.
But Florida State, in order to prevent that, you've got to go tempo. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, you got to be quick. No huddle, light huddle. Everything is going to be fast. Everything's going to be up there. I agree with you. And, I don't think Miami has been put into a discipline trap yet. Like you said, that's what this defense is. This offense. That's what this offense is, a discipline trap for the defense.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of ways you can hurt your team. You can either get lost in assignment and give up a big run, or you can get tricked or unexpected on a deep shot and give up a PI. We see Florida State do kind of a lot of that to teams. So we'll see how the Hurricanes can handle it. I think they're a good squad, but I don't know, man. I just feel like the energy of Florida State, it's going to be the maker.
I think Florida State can keep this game close. I just think Miami, they have too much talent. Especially on the lines of scrimmage. I think that's going to be the difference. The other thing is Miami, they allow just over 11 points a game, which is ninth in the entire country. They've got a really good defense. Now, if Florida State can keep this close, I like their chances a lot more, because we see what Mario Cristobal does in close game management situations.
Yeah, for sure.
He typically fucks them up.
Yeah.
In horrendously bad ways. But I think I like Miami to kind of run away with this at the end. I just think they've got too much talent, man. It's going to be tough, but their lines of scrimmage are going to be the difference.
Hey, man, aren't Bubs always the difference? It really is. It really is always the thing. Yeah. I'm with you. Sorry, I just want to see real quick. I want to see total yards. 25. Damn. 20. Miami's got 25 penalties all year for 200 yards.
They've been
that's in 4 games, 25 penalties.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot.
In 4 games.
Yeah.
You're supposed, a good coach is what, 2, 3 max?
2, 3, yeah.
Yeah. In 4 games at 25. So, anyways, discipline trap. They got to be careful.
They do have to be careful. I just think they've got too much talent, man.
No, I agree. That's it. That's it, right? Isn't that always it? It's talent versus coaching, and we'll see which one wins this one.
Yeah.
All right. We were talking about UVA in this game. You had pointed this one out as a very interesting ACC matchup, and I agree with you. Number 24, University of Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the Louisville Cardinals, the Louisville Cardinals. I wish this was a basketball game so I could say it was being played in the KFC Yum Center, but it's not.
It is not.
God damn it, dude. The KFC Yum Center. Anyways.
Aren't they still the Papa John's field, or am I wrong about that?
L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. I don't know. It might be. It could be Papa John's field. You know how it is. It's like whatever field at whatever stadium.
They might have had to change it. I'm pretty sure it was like Papa John's field or stadium at one point.
Nah, I believe it. Like I said, it's real strong chance it is. But yeah, no, I mean this is a very Louisville is, and they're always such a dangerous team. They got a very good system out there. They always bring in explosive running backs mixed with, they seem to find the diamond in the rough with mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like every other class, I feel just about you see them catch, obviously Lamar Jackson is the big one. And then the one that just left.
Tyler Shough. He wasn't really mobile though.
No, there was someone right before him. Cunningham?
Yeah.
Malik Cunningham? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. Malik Cunningham. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He was
They
after
always,
Lamar.
yeah, they find those diamond in the roughs. But Virginia, Tony Elliott, taking some time, but I feel like he's finally got the program where he wants it. I feel like we were in such a bad position when he took over. It legit took him this long just to scrap the program and start to rebuild it, dude. It's insane. And
you also had to deal with the school shooting. Like there was a lot.
There was a lot, dude. There was a lot in that time. And I'm glad, I'm happy for Tony Elliott because he was on the hot seat coming to the season. And I felt like a lot of it was unnecessarily a lot of it was there just because of like you said, the school shooting and some other stuff, and then some bad seasons around it. Like it was a lot, and he was on the hot seat. And I think the turnaround they made this year is impressive. Very, very tough game in Louisville. I'm going to go with the Cavaliers. This is the game you need post beating a team like Florida State to beat those fluke allegations. I mean, this is it. This is ball don't lie. You win this one, and you prove that you're not just a fluke. You lose it, and the questions keep going.
When was the last time UVA was ranked in the top 25? Do you know?
It's been rare. I think it's the year that we played Clemson for the ACC championship, which was like
that was 2019.
Yeah.
Because you ended the losing streak to Tech. I was at that game. It was very sad. Yeah, that was 2019. So yeah, I was thinking that. This game, Jeff Brom, he's one of the more underrated offensive coaches in the country. He just like you said, he just finds guys and he just makes it work. And he's gonna scheme guys wide open. He did it with Tyler Shuck. He got Tyler Shuck drafted. That was all Jeff Brom. I'm sorry. Like that was Jeff Brom. And Tyler Shuck's not even starting for the Saints. So, I mean, look, you know about Isaac Brown. Isaac Brown is a beast.
He's
Louisville's running back. They got Miller Moss from USC. He hasn't had like a great start to the season, but they're 4-0, man. They're undefeated. And then the other thing is their defense. They have a very underrated defense. They give up 268 yards a game. That's 18th in the country. That'll work. They gave up 150 passing yards per game. That's 15th in the country. That'll definitely work. So I think that defense, with the talent that Jeff Brom has and the way he's going to utilize it, I think they're going to get a huge home win. It's crazy, man. Louisville thought, oh, man, UVA to start the season, this isn't going to be a big win for us. But now UVA's ranked.
Yeah.
You have a chance to get a huge ranked win over UVA. So you got to take advantage of that at home. I like Louisville in this game, man. I think Jeff Brom is a hell of a football coach.
Yeah. Honestly, my thing for Louisville is their numbers haven't been fantastic compared to the quality of opponent they've played. I feel like UVA has kind of been through an early, well, you can't say we're 4 games into the season. You can't really say they've been through a ringer, but they've had to play NC State, who's a very good team this year, and Florida State, obviously. That's a game we were just talked about a whole bunch. And I feel like that's, in my mind, that's one of the difference makers, man, just that schedule. I mean, Louisville's played Pittsburgh. Besides that, they played, I think, Bowling Green, like Western, one of those, Eastern Kentucky, sorry. They played Eastern Kentucky, JMU, Bowling Green, and Pittsburgh. And, like you said, Miller Moss, he's 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Not great.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's gonna be a very good game. It's a hard place to play. That's a hard team to play. It's a hard place to play at. You never look past the Louisville Cardinals. That's a fact.
I mean, I don't know, man. I can never pick UVA to win anything.
I know you can't. I know. No. All right. Well, and good news is in this game, you don't have to, because this game is between Texas Tech and Houston.
True. Oh, man.
Yeah, we're looking at a game that what at this point seems to have is going to have pretty high implications in the Big 12. I think long term.
Absolutely. Both these
because-
teams are undefeated.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
there's a few. Obviously, like the 3 teams ahead of them. But besides that, like this game's going to mean a lot to whoever wins it. That's a fact. And both these teams are undefeated. Obviously, Texas Tech is number 11. Houston is unranked. But
yep.
I don't know, man. The Cougars, they're always if they're not ranked, they're an upset favorite.
Mm-hmm.
They play good, consistent ball, man. That's a tough team to play.
Every time we pick a Big 12 game, it really is a coin flip because they're all the same team. Texas Tech might be ranked, but Houston, they're a really good team. They're undefeated.
Yeah.
Like they're all the same team just because they don't have that talent disparity like the SEC or the top ACC or Big Ten teams do. Like they're all in the same tier. You know what I mean? Like talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Every single team has the same general talent, and it's a crapshoot, man. It is Russian roulette when you pick Big 12 games. This is a sneaky thing that I don't think people are really talking about. Texas Tech, offensively, they are second in the FBS in yards per game with 573, but they're first in passing yards per game with 368. And they're not great running the ball. They average 200 yards per game on the ground, which is 35th. But the Houston defense, look at this, Riley. They give up 140 yards passing a game, which is 11th in the country. So this really is strength on strength. And I don't know, man. I get it. I like Houston at home. If I'm a defensive guy, so give me the great defense to stifle the great offense just a few times.
Yeah.
I like Houston, man.
Like you said, it's so hard to pick a Big 12 game. It's impossible.
It is.
There's one metric I can go off between these two teams that seems somewhat definitive to me. Mm-hmm. That is the fact that they have both played Oregon State. And Texas Tech beat them 45-14, and Houston won 27-24. Now they both won.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Texas Tech.
I mean,
you're gonna throw a coin flip. I'm gonna look at something. I don't know. That's all I got.
But Riley, wouldn't it be the most Big 12 thing ever for a ranked Texas Tech team to potentially get into the top 10 to go on the road and fucking blow it to Houston?
See, I think it's more Big 12 for Texas Tech to actually keep this heat up, get all the way to like top 5, and then get blown the fuck out first round of the playoffs. That's more Big 12 like.
I mean, that is true.
Someone's got to hold that mantle, and King, Texas Tech, King, here's your crown.
Yeah. No, that is a good metric to go off of. But I mean,
that's just right. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. But and then obviously the game last week against Utah, where Texas Tech 35-14 against Utah that impressed both of us.
Yeah. I
mean, we were both did not expect that result, and when it came through and the way it did, it was very impressive. I think this Texas Tech team, man, I think they'll have the firepower for the Cougars this time.
If there is a team to change that narrative, just if there is a team that can, kind of raise that talent discrepancy a little bit, it is Texas Tech because of all the NIL money they've thrown at legit players, especially on the lines of scrimmage.
Yeah, for sure.
It was always, for the longest time, the Big 12 was always Texas and Oklahoma because they got the best players, especially, up front on offensive and defensive lines.
Always.
Texas Tech, they're starting to get those guys, and the rest of the league is not. So if there is a team that can kind of, go a tier above everyone else, it is Texas Tech.
Yeah, it's got to be like them or BYU. BYU, for whatever reason, recruits crazy. And I only say for whatever reason because, obviously it's a Mormon school. I don't know how anyone's like, let's go to BYU. That seems fun. Like, I don't get how they recruit so well, but goddamn if they don't.
You do have to give them respect. They kicked off their starting quarterback for having sex in a dorm room, and they're undefeated.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Dude, imagine if every college in America had to do that. Dude,
there would be no football teams to field.
There'd be no quarterbacks, that's for sure.
No.
There'd be no quarterbacks.
No.
All right. I think that's really it, right? I mean, we got some.
I mean, we could do Texas, Florida, but it's just
Texas A&M, Mississippi State might be a good game. Number 6, Texas A&M versus Mississippi State, 4-1 Mississippi State. That could be a good game. Interesting game just for the memes of it. Clemson playing UNC this week. That's just for the memes, strictly for Dabo versus Belichick.
I think I heard that game's going to be on Cartoon Network.
Dude, it should be. They should put that one. That one's in the geriatric slot.
Yes.
It's in the early bird dinner slot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a terrible game. All right. Let's talk about some NFL games.
There's not many good NFL games either.
Well, like I said, very mid-slate, but, we got some. Honestly, like you said, dude, one of the best games from this week may have happened last night.
We got to talk about it.
We got to talk about it, dude. The San Francisco 49ers versus Los Angeles Rams. We both picked the Rams, but it was a close game. It was a close game.
Yeah.
Dude, Matt Stafford almost orchestrated the comeback, dude.
Yeah. They could have kicked the field goal, to tie the game, but they went for it and they got stuffed on 4th down.
Yeah.
Dog, forget about Matthew Stafford. I mean, he played great. But, dude, Mac Jones almost died on the field last night.
Yeah.
And he still went out there and delivered maybe the gutsiest performance I've seen all season. Like, this man, I mean, why are you throwing the ball 49 times with Mac Jones? First of all. But
if it works, it works.
If it worked, it worked, man. I mean, he had a brutal leg injury that he was playing through, and he went out and he scored and threw 2 touchdowns on a good Rams defense.
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, it wasn't like they split the duty with him and C-Mac. I mean, C-Mac got 22 carries, but he only got 57 yards. This was a Mac Jones carry class, dude. Him and Bourne. I mean, seriously, dude. This game, C-Mac, caught it out of the backfield. His one touchdown out of the backfield. It was pretty good. C-Mac, always the satellite.
Mm-hmm. He's just Christian McCaffrey's so good when he's healthy.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful, that's the frustrating thing, is that even if you give him the ball 22 times and you stuff him at the line of scrimmage and he only gets 57 yards, you can just throw it to him out of the backfield and he's still going to fucking eat. He averaged 10 yards a catch.
Yeah, dude. 8 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown. He had 8 catches on 9 targets. Efficient and effective.
Yes.
I mean, what else do you want, dude? Out of your star running back, the man that you traded all the capital for, keep him healthy, feed him the ball, win football games. That's the formula, dude. It's the 49ers formula.
Yep.
And then, of course, Bourne. I mean, no touchdowns, but, dude, 140. They felt like they were throwing the ball to him so consistently, and he was just making the plays. And they needed it, dude. They really needed it. He came through big for them.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, like you said, Matthew Stafford almost led this comeback. I understand why Sean McVay went for it on 4th down. Like, you're just trying to get the win at that point. But, dude, like, your team was playing really well up to that point.
Yeah.
You had a lot of momentum. So I think, obviously, hindsight is 20/20, but I do think you probably should have just went for the tie. Like, just kick the field goal and tie it and go to another overtime, potentially, or
For sure.
Yeah, just.
I get it. No, I get it 100%, dude. But, coaches like McVay, live by the sword, die by the sword is his motto.
Mm-hmm.
He said it a million times, and he's going to eat this one. But I got to say, even with this, the fact that this came down to an overtime game and it was like 26-23 at the end is insane because the 49ers really did kind of control most. I mean, the Rams had 2 fumbles. The 49ers had 40 minutes of possession. Like all of the traditional factors, like the third down efficiency, 7 of 18 compared to 4 of 10. Like all of these factors, it was just such a 49ers game. The fact that it was only that score, I think it speaks a lot to the toughness of the Rams, man. They have a real bend don't break. Like that's a mean defense. It's a hard defense to score on.
It's just the turnovers, man. The turnovers were the difference.
And
keep in mind, the 49ers don't have Nick Bosa.
Nope.
He's out for the year. So, we have to, hang on. Let me just see something real quick. Let me just see something. Where is he?
No, Michael.
Yeah, where is he?
I guessed it. Let's see.
Damn,
he may not have played. Hey,
he was in the game. I just might not have recorded any stats. Wow. The rare Michael Williams no stats game. That's pretty crazy.
For someone like him, it usually means that he just probably spent a lot of time being double teamed.
Yeah.
I mean, with Bosa out, who else are you going to stop?
Yeah, he's the guy now. He's going to have to grow up in a hurry. I think he's fully capable of it, though. But, man, the 49ers, a lot of people thought this might be a rebuilding year for them because of all the talent they lost on defense. They lost to Funga. They lose a bunch of guys, especially on that defensive line. But guess what they do? They're a really good drafting team, and they reloaded with young, athletic defensive linemen all along that defense. They got Alfred Collins, Michael Williams. It's just they're really, really good, man. And I think they're all starting to kind of grow up together. They're kind of learning together.
Yep.
And they're 4-1. And this was a huge road win. They got a win in the division on the road.
Yeah.
Against probably the team that's going to be their toughest competition for the division. That's a huge win.
Yeah. I mean, I think another thing for the 49ers, like you said, great drafting team, and they are.
Yes.
But also losing all that talent, and then they went out and they got Robert Saleh, who, hey, maybe had a terrible stint as a head coach in the Jets, but who does a good job in that position? No matter what you want to say, Saleh as a DC, obviously that's where he cut his teeth. That's how he got a head coaching job in the first place. Yes. Man is a rock solid DC. And for a team that lost the mountain of talent that they lost, especially now considering the Bosa injury, that is a true mountain. There's probably not many other coaches you would want to be your defensive coordinator. And I think Saleh coming in there and bringing calm to a defense that just is so young. Usually you want veteran players to kind of balance that out. Obviously they have Fred Warner, and that's amazing. Between Robert Saleh and Fred Warner, you could probably put 10 rookies around those two motherfuckers, and they may be able to steady the storm. So they got a good spot over there, man. They're in a good spot. I agree with you, dude. 4-1, great win in the division on the road. See what they're going to do, man. 49ers, they're going to be great until the Super Bowl.
They are. They are. This is true. And you have to shout out Mac Jones, man. He's a backup. A lot of people thought his career might be over after, the Patriots stint that he had.
A lot of people thought his career was over. Most people didn't realize he was their backup.
Yeah, no, this could be like a Baker Mayfield situation or a Geno Smith situation where you're in a bad situation when you first get drafted. You go kind of take a sabbatical for a little bit as a backup. You prove that you're worth something in these games that you get to play, and then a team might take a chance on you. I mean, look how it's worked out for the Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield.
Sure. For sure.
I mean,
yeah. And I mean, Mac Jones, I think the funniest thing from this game as well is the Dan Orlovsky story. where everyone has said had said before the 49ers paid Brock Purdy, like last season, he was talking about, or maybe it was a couple seasons ago, but he's talking about Mac Jones would be just successful in that system than Brock Purdy, and everybody was telling him he was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And he got to be like, receipts, pussies. That's exactly what I said. It happened. I thought that was funny too. That's a good bit of trash talk from the tailgate that's been happening around this game. But all right, let's go on. It's just not a great slate, man.
It's not a good weekend.
I mean, dude, the first games is Vikings hurt as shit, Vikings and the Browns, the Raiders and the Colts, and then the Giants and the Saints in a potential actual toilet bowl. Then the Cowboys and the Jets. Ew.
Riley, there is a storyline we could talk about, though.
What? Which one?
Do we want to talk about Shador?
Oh,
and how he fucking pantomimed.
Yeah, him
not answering questions.
Yeah,
but doing it in
QB3.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, dude. At the end of the day, kid's a kid. There's a reason why he wasn't QB1. There's a reason why he slid and we're in this position, seeing stuff like that. I don't even know how much you really got to say. I think he keeps kind of showing these personality things that show he's almost exactly what everybody thought he was.
Yeah.
Now, with this being said, I think the Browns in the state that they're in as a team, picking like I think fucking Shador probably is the better quarterback for them. They suck so bad. I think Dylan Gabriel is the better quarterback. But I think he comes from that Oregon system. They didn't really push the ball out. He is a game manager. He's a very consistent game manager. I'm not saying he doesn't have the ability to push the ball. I'm saying he doesn't have the mindset for it. That's not what he was never really forced to do that with Dan Lanning.
Mm-hmm.
Shador is. And for the better or for worse, dude, we talked about this with the Bengals and Jameis Winston, right? Like, just that would probably give them one of the best chances because, sure, Jameis is going to turn the ball over a lot, but he's going to fucking throw it to the wide receivers they paid so much money for.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the Browns don't have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
No.
But they've got talent.
They've got David Njoku.
Yeah, dude. They need someone that's going to push the ball. They don't need a game manager. A game manager's not going to do shit. Their team isn't good. You can't game manage a shitty team.
They have one of the best defenses in football, if not the best defense in football. But their offense can't do shit. They can't get first downs.
And I think swapping Joe Flacco for Dylan Gabriel is not enough of a change.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't think Shador is a better quarterback. I think the fact that he will get out there and fucking sling that bitch is their only hope. They don't have a good enough team to put a game-managing quarterback back there, a young one. They just had a proven vet game manager, and they're sitting at 1-3.
Yeah.
And now we're going to put a rookie game manager and think he's going to do much better. I mean, he's got better legs. He could probably escape when the pocket inevitably breaks down.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's just a piece I've been holding on to. There's a lot around Shador and his personality. But at the same time, if you're looking at talent and what your team can do, which for the Browns isn't a lot.
No.
I feel like just surrendering yourself to another another game managing quarterback. I don't think it's going to do anything. I hope Dylan Gabriel makes me eat my words because I'd enjoy that. I got a couple friends who are Browns fans. It'd be cool to get a win for them, but I just don't see it, man. I don't see him being the difference maker.
But if Shador just wouldn't stop shooting himself in the dick all the time, he might legit get that opportunity.
Yeah,
but I don't know if he does now.
Yeah,
who knows? Stop doing all this dumb, immature shit. You are proving exactly why teams let you slide all the way to the 5th round.
Yeah.
It's all of this is just confirming what they already thought about you.
And
the fact that Dion went on Twitter and said, "Hey, good for you, son. That's, you did that." Like he's basically encouraging him. The fact that your father, who is supposed to be, a role model in your life and someone that you look up to do the right things, he's encouraging you to do this shit. That doesn't give me hope for the future of Shador. Like I don't think he's gonna learn from this.
Yeah.
That's just my. If he didn't learn from it when he slid from being a potentially first round pick to the 5th round, I don't know what else is gonna make you learn this.
Yeah, I don't think you're not changing that kid's personality. You're just not. I think it's in him. But football's not a personality game. It's a physical game.
It is.
And I don't know. I get it. It's just there's so much personality shit. But his fucking teammates like him.
I don't know if they'll like him as much after this, but we'll see.
I don't know. From everything I've seen, the only people that are freaking out about it are the media. I saw a lot of Browns players retweeting it. Maybe that's negative, but you never know. With something like a retweet from your teammates, it's hard to interpret that. Is that positive? Is it negative? Who knows?
But the other thing, Riley, that you have to consider, to your point, whenever you have a dumpster fire organization and a bad season like this, a lot of times players will go to reporters anonymously and be like, "Look, this kid is really good. I don't know why we're not playing him. This kid's really bad. I don't know why we keep playing him." They haven't done that for Shador.
Nah, no way. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think there were some not cryptic, but some shots before the Flacco benching. That's the worst that we've gotten out of there. We haven't heard any Shador positivities. We just heard bench Flacco. But all right. But yeah, no. So I think the first good game on the slate, if you're just going down, has got to be Broncos versus Eagles.
I agree.
And I think, the 2-2 record of the Broncos isn't as telling as I think this team is. Like, the Broncos defense specifically is very good. Very, very good. And they've lost 2 1-score games. They lost one by 1 point. They lost one by 3 points, right? Like, they've been in close games against good teams.
That's as close as you can get.
And then they have beaten the 2 lesser teams. Mm-hmm. I think they're a very consistent team. And I just worry because the best part of their defense is their secondary, the Broncos.
Yeah.
But the Eagles don't fucking throw the ball. Speaking of go Birds.
Yeah, go Birds.
Go Birds. It's true, man. But the Birds don't run. The Birds don't throw the ball. That's not they're not out there slinging. That's not really what they do. And for that, I do have a little worry because will Denver be able to withstand the running attack of the Philadelphia Eagles? That's a big, big question mark.
If AJ Brown, he tweeted out very cryptic tweets throughout the past, week or so, talking about how if you don't want me, then just let me leave quietly. Yeah. He's obviously not happy about not getting the ball. He had 2 catches for, I believe, 7 yards this last game.
Yeah.
And now the Bucs are a really good team, but they don't have the secondary that the Broncos do.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be guarded by Patrick Surtain. Jalen Hurts is not going to throw the ball to Patrick Surtain. He is very smart and precise with where he goes with the ball. He's not going to put the ball in harm's way for no reason.
Yeah.
And so if AJ Brown isn't happy with that, imagine how he's going to be when they're not even trying to get him the ball against the best corner in football.
Don't even target him.
Their offense hasn't been very good. Like, I know they're undefeated, but their offense has left a lot to be desired this year, especially in the passing game. I don't know, man. I don't trust this Eagles team. I don't think they're nearly as good as they were last year. I think they're just kind of stagnant offensively. They haven't been very good offensively. And this is not sustainable. The way they're winning games is not sustainable. They need to get Devontae Smith and AJ Brown way more involved in the passing game.
100%.
Like,
well, they need to get yards.
Yes.
Like they've scored about 1,000, or they've gained about 1,000 yards all season between passing and rushing.
Yeah.
They have 552 passing, 454 rushing. That's like 1,006. They've gotten 1,006 yards all season. Most teams' quarterbacks have done that themselves.
Yeah.
That's 4 games in. Their defense is good, and that's why in some of these games they've had less yards because they've been in short fields, and they do take advantage, and that's why they win. But I don't know, man. They rely on penalties.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of like penalty game and then the tush push. But if you can keep them from getting to 3rd and 2, 4th and 2, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, short yarded situation, if you can keep them from short yarded situations, you could stagnate the shit out of that team. Mm-hmm. It's just keeping them from getting those short yarded situations. I mean, that's the key.
Yeah. The other thing, so I think this is what AJ Brown is really frustrated with. If you watch their offense, it's we're going to throw a screen, we're going to throw a curl, or we're going to throw a comeback.
Yep.
They're not getting the middle of the field involved at all. AJ Brown is at his best when he's running a deep post or he's running a crossing route and you get him the ball and you lead him with the football and you let him break tackles over the middle and then he's gone. Like that is where he's at his best, where it's not just these routes to the sideline, like these short, 5 to 7 yard routes to the sideline. You need to get him in space. You need to create separation for him over the middle where he can catch it and run with the ball. And the same thing with Devontae Smith. Run a crossing route with Devontae Smith. Let him catch the ball and run with it.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the Eagles offense is doing. They seem to really miss Kellen Moore.
Yeah. To answer your question, I don't think the tush push is going to be banned. I just don't. I mean, if it didn't make it through after last year, I don't think anything we've seen this year is any more egregious than what we saw last year. So, and I mean, we both personally believe, it's a play in football. It's been stopped. There's people have stopped it. Mm-hmm. It can be stopped. It's not unstoppable. So if
it was unstoppable, everyone would do it.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Not everyone is nearly as successful as the Eagles. The Eagles have perfected that play. And you cannot punish a team for being just better than everyone else at something.
Yeah, one play. Like, that's crazy. It's very effective, one play, but it's such a specific, like I just said, it requires you to get within 1 or 2 yards of whatever goal you have, whether it's a first down, touchdown, whatever it be.
Yeah.
Like, you have to get close. And, it's such a specific scenario.
It's crazy. It happens a lot. If you stop them on 1st and 2nd down and it's like 3rd and 8, guess what? They're not going to run the tush push.
Yeah, no. That shit doesn't get more than 2 yards. Yeah. So, no, I don't think the tush push is going to be banned. No,
it shouldn't be banned.
It shouldn't be banned. I don't think it's going to be banned.
No.
But yeah, I still got to make my pick. I'm still kind of batting it back and forth here.
I like the Broncos, man. I don't think I picked, but I just don't trust the Eagles offense unless they make a lot of like significant changes in the passing game. I don't think this is sustainable. I think the Broncos have the team to do it. Their secondary is legit. And if they can just focus and key on Saquon and stopping that run game, I think the Broncos can do it.
Yeah. I'm just going to be a hater. I'm going to go with the Broncos. For everything you said and the fact that I hate picking the Eagles, I'm going to do that. Sorry, experience. Down birds. I don't know. All right.
If you like it, subscribe, though.
Yeah, subscribe. Go back. We give plenty of gas to the birds. They end up earning it. We end up sucking our own teeth every time we pick against them, but I'm going to keep doing it. All right, looking at more terrible games. Dolphins versus Panthers. That's the actual toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Texans versus Ravens, the Cooper Rush game.
Out Lamar.
Cooper Rush, dude. Come on.
I mean,
The dude's got Rush in his name.
now if you're the Ravens, just real quick, if you're the Ravens, this is the exact game you got Derrick Henry for. If they do not run Derrick Henry at least 35 times this game and have 2 and 3 tight end sets, I'm talking 22 and 23 personnel with a fullback in the backfield. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, this is the game to run the shit out of Derrick Henry and force this Texans defense to load everybody into the box to stop it.
Yeah, I agree, dude. This is it, man. This is the moment. Run that shit. Run the ball.
And maybe, and I was talking to our good friend Shamar about this yesterday. Shamar brought up this point. Maybe this is the game that John Harbaugh finally needs, where they just run the ball basically every chance they get. And John Harbaugh realizes, holy shit, I can do this in playoff games too. Because how many times have we seen them be successful running the ball in big playoff games, and then they just completely go away from it?
Yeah.
They neglect it in the second half, and it costs them. So I think this might be the game that wakes up John Harbaugh. But,
wakes up Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Titans, Cardinals. I mean, I think the Cardinals have got a good chance to just walk away with that one. The next big good game, Buccaneers, Seahawks.
Seahawks are quietly 3-1. No one's really talking about them.
Very quietly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Bucs are a significantly better team than them, though.
It is in Seattle, home of the 12th man. That's a tough place to play.
It is.
But if there's a quarterback, look, man, I've said this over and over. Baker Mayfield's a dog. Yeah. I think Baker Mayfield could go in there. They do have a better team. Their secondary is really good. The Seahawks secondary, I think, could stifle their passing attack a little bit. You know, Mike McDonald's a really good defensive coach. Yeah. I just trust Baker, man. I trust Baker more than I trust Sam Darnold. And that Seahawks offensive line is still not great. You know,
for sure.
I like the Bucs to go on the road and get a huge win.
Yeah, I mean, I think also Seahawks, 3 defensive injuries. DeMarcus Lawrence obviously got hurt last week. Julian Love, a safety, and Witherspoon, one of their corners. All of them are out. Their defense is already suspect, but with all that out, I don't know, man. And they're down to like their third string tackle on one side. Their second string got hurt last week. Like, it's an injury bug, man. It gets everybody. But
it does get everybody.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers here on this one as well.
Yeah.
And then Lions, Bengals.
Lions by 1,000,000.
Lions, Bengals. Commanders, Chargers, of course. In SoFi.
Jaden Daniels is back, correct?
Jaden Daniels is back. Scary Terry's out, but Jaden's back. I mean,
without both of them, you lose to the Falcons.
Yeah, but with one of them, at least one of them, we beat the Raiders. So I think, I want to try to balance that somewhere in the middle and play tough against the Chargers. But I think, this is the battle of the rookie running backs. A.O. Hampton versus Bill. Omarion versus Bill. And I mean, it's going to have to be a great game out of Jaden. I mean, that's it, dude. He's our difference maker. It really is, dude.
This is a tough game for you, isn't it? Because I know how much you love this Chargers run game.
Yeah, and I think the Chargers are a very good team. Now, I do believe they are without Joe Alt this week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's out.
Yep, he is out.
He's out.
So they're, that's also, I think, that was this week as well. So Mekhi Becton's still questionable. They have yet to 100% nail down his status as well. So that offensive line is going to be in a bad spot, I think, for them. And that's going to be, that's going to be the matchup, dude. the defensive line for Washington, the defense for Washington versus the beat up offensive line of the Chargers. If we can't take advantage of that, then I mean, we don't deserve to win.
I agree. Joe Alt being out and Mekhi Becton being questionable are huge blows potentially for this already hurt Chargers offensive line. They don't have Rashawn Slater for the whole year.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's their
man.
entire left side of their line.
It is the entire, yeah, that is. This is true. I think the Chargers get the win at home, man. I think
it's tough.
I like Dan Quinn a lot. I just think Jim Harbaugh is a better coach. I just think these are the kind of games that Jim Harbaugh loves.
Yeah.
Where it's how are we just going to find a way to scrap and claw to get a victory? I think they're going to get after Jaden. No Scary Terry. I think that's going to really kind of free up some coverage stuff they can do. Maybe send some more guys on blitzes and pressures. I like the Chargers at home, man. Despite their offensive line injuries, I mean, I think Justin Herbert wants to have kind of a get right game. Every time we talked about this last week, every time you start to think you can trust Justin Herbert, he goes out and fucking just shits the bed and lays an egg.
Yeah.
So I think this might be a get right game for him. I like the Chargers at home, man. Give me the Chargers.
I'm gonna take the Commanders. The Chargers don't have home games. They don't exist. This isn't a home game. This is just a game in SoFi Stadium.
You are correct.
I'm gonna take, obviously I'm gonna take the Commanders. I'm a fan and I support my team, but I don't know. I feel like the offensive line injuries, those are massive, man. It's literally 3/5 of their offensive line is out, considering the Rashawn Slater injury. Like that's a lot. That's a lot, man. For any coach, for even the best coaches. Patriots, Bills. I think this is going to be a pretty good game as well.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is going to be Bills by a mile.
I think the Patriots, they're better.
Yeah.
And I think maybe later on in the year they could get the Bills. I just don't think they're quite there yet. I love Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel is one of the most underrated coaches in all of football. But I think the Bills have too much talent right now. And I think the Patriots are still trying to find themselves and find their identity. Drake May has played really well the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I like the Bills, man. Give me the Bills at home.
Yeah, I mean, dude, someone's got to stop James Cook before I pick anyone other than the Bills.
Yeah.
He's been on a tear, dude.
Yeah.
An absolute tear.
Yeah.
All right.
Last one, I think we got Jaguars Chiefs.
Yeah, Jaguars Chiefs on the Sunday.
Yeah, Chiefs Jaguars at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Oh, Xavier Worthy's back. He played against the Giants.
Sorry, my mouth.
I
was like, what the fuck is going on?
I think this is the kind of game that the Chiefs win, man. Like, despite the Jags being 3-1, the Chiefs are just better. The Chiefs are a better team. They know how to win these games. I think they know they don't want to get back into a hole. If they can come out of this horrendous start 3-2, it would be like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It would just be like a little speed bump. And then they'd be right back on track. I think they know that. They get Xavier Worthy back, like I said, and he's so explosive, as you know, Riley.
Yeah, no, he's a great player.
He's incredibly explosive. And it's Patrick Mahomes. And really, do I trust Trevor Lawrence to win a game like this? No, I don't. I don't.
I get that.
So give me the Chiefs.
But I don't think this is Trevor Lawrence's game to win. I think this is a guy named Travis Etienne Jr.
Yeah.
Almost quoted his brother. Travis Etienne Jr. I don't trust the Chiefs run defense as far as I could throw Chris Jones, and I don't think I could throw him very far. It's a big boy. Yeah, dude, their run defense sucks. And Jacksonville has been gashing teams all year.
Not just with ETN, but also with Bashal Tootin.
Yeah, but honestly, It's been a two-headed monster in the backfield. Lots of gashes. Tootin knows how to find the end zone. He's got a nose for the end zone when you're close. And that's what I think that's his talent. Truly, I think it's just finding that gap in on the 10-yard line going in, finding that gap and cutting it for the touchdown. That kid's good. But yeah, dude, I think the Jaguars are going to win this one, and I think it's going to be a run game. Like this isn't even sunshine copium. I just think that Kansas City Chiefs are going to get ran on. I just don't know, man. I haven't seen anything from them to suggest that they could really hold back a running team. I mean, last week they kind of put the Ravens down, but the Ravens with the injuries and everything going on, that wasn't the Ravens that we expected. And I feel like Jacksonville, they don't get many opportunities like this. I mean, I think this little headline right here is kind of hilarious, but it is real true. Like Kansas City, dude, how many times do they play at 8:00? How many times are they the prime time team? It feels like almost every week. Jacksonville, on the other hand, is a rare, dude. This is a 1 p.m. team that's getting themselves, a primetime kickoff. I'm going to take Jacksonville in Jacksonville. Duval to take it all.
I just don't trust the Jaguars, man. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. That'd be really cool if they did.
Yeah.
But I just don't see the Chiefs losing a game like this. I think the Chiefs are just better than the Jaguars.
And I did get report that the Bears have already lost their bye week, which is crazy.
Of course, man. The Bears always lose their bye weeks.
All right.
Fucking Ben Johnson's out here yelling at reporters for asking simple questions. He's getting really upset. Bro, I said it last time. It's not her fault you chose to coach the Bears.
Yeah, true.
Stop taking it out on people.
You could stop taking your job choice out on other people.
It's not your fault you chose to coach Caleb Williams, who can't hit shit.
All right, man. Well, this has been a great one, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, like the stream, give us a comment. Go check all of our other content on YouTube, on other places, at Trash Talk Tailgate. Yep, on all social medias, at Trash Talk Tailgate. One more time. Definitely that TikTok, pop that off. We're having fun over there. But just keep tuning in, man. Tell people to come join the streams. We love talking. We love chatting, interacting, rapping. But for this one, we're going to wrap up and get out of here, folks.